Gum Gurubhyo Namah. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 6, Dhyana Yogam. Arjuna Uvacha. Ayati Shraddhayopeto Yogachalita Manasa Aprapya Yoga Samsiddhim Kamgatim Krishna Gacchati. Sloka 38. Kachinno Bhaya Viprashta Chinnabhramiva Nashyati Apratishto Mahabaho Vimudho Brahmana Pati. Sloka 39. Etanme samshayam Krishna chetumarhasya sheshata twadanya samshayasyasya cheta nahyupapadyate. Arjuna said, O Bhagavan Shri Krishna, even though the one with attention, the one whose effort is not bringing the results, hence with a wobbling mind, without acquiring the yoga siddhi, which state will he reach? O Mahapurusha, the greatest Purusha, that ignorant one will not get affirmed in the manner of Brahma. Being exiled from the path of karmam and yogam, will he get destroyed like how the clouds are dispersed? O Bhagavan Shri Krishna, you are expert in distracting my doubts without any missing. Why? Because only you alone shares eligibility to solve the same, or apart from you, no one exists to resolve the doubt in me. Arjuna is identifying the state that he is at present. Though the ignorant level is existing in Arjuna, Arjuna identifies the limitation existing within him. Hence, this kind of an analysis is being put forward as a question. We should also be having that state of realization. We should know where we stand at present. We should be analyzing the self. If in one, even though the attention he puts in everything, if the reality of the Atman is not realized, everything he does will go in vain when the path of Supreme is concerned. The question is being raised from Arjuna that whether that kind of a person whose vision becomes blurred when the Supreme is considered, will he be completely destroyed in his way? Sloka 40. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Partha naiveha namutra vinashastasya vidyate nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgadim tadagacchati. Sri Bhagavan told, O Arjuna, he will not be undergoing destruction here. In the Paraloka too, that will not happen. O disciple, the one who does the good will not in any manner reach the way of destruction. The one who does the good will always exist. Any action that we do, if one is doing it for the selfish deeds, whatever it is, the same exists in the manner of bad only. In actuality, there is no distinction of good and bad that should be said. The good for one is the bad for the other, and vice versa. Hence, if a distinction can be said of the manner of good and bad, it should be based on the Supreme. All the things which aid in the path of realization can be called good, and everything which acts or works against the path of realization can be called bad. The one who moves in the manner of good based on the Supreme will not undergo destruction at all. What we see in the material world is not true. If we are weighing the good and the bad based on the material world, we will not be able to recognize this reality. For the reality and true knowledge to be revealed, the analysis in the manner set above must be followed. That analysis should be made on the self. Sloka 41. Prapya punyakritam loka nushitva shashvati sama shuchinam srimatam gehe yoga prashto abhijayate. The one who, without attaining the yoga siddhi, if gone from this world, after attaining the world of one who does the good, after passing the years that is required there, will be born in the house where pure and wealthy live. One should always be associated with the supreme knowledge. In that supreme, one should always exist. For each and every action we do, there will be the movement that is happening. In whatever we do, there will always be an effect in it. If we are doing the things in the manner of the Supreme, we will be guided towards it. On the other hand, if we deviate from the same, we will be moving in the manner of deviation from the same. The pure and wealthy is being mentioned in the manner of the Absolute. If the one is wealthy means the one who was having that notion of true knowledge. That is the greatest of the wealth one gets. Sloka 42. Athava yoginameva kule bhavati dhimatam etatti dhurlabhataram loke janma yadidrisham. Or else he will be born in the sect or kulas of wisdomful yogis itself. In this world, to get this kind of birth is very rare. To get birth along with the wisdomful yogis means one will be getting chances to get associated with the true knowledgeable ones. The yogis, while moving in this path, when one gets a chance to associate with the knowledgeable ones, the self will be elevated if what is being put forward by them is accurately followed. Even though one follows what they put forward, until and unless the realization happens within, the state of the Absolute will not get revealed. For getting onto that level of realization, one needs to completely turn the focus and actions in the manner of the Absolute. To each and everyone who comes before the yogis, they will see the same Atman in everyone. With that level, they will interact with anyone. What we put forward to them, we will get the same in return, because it is that Absolute itself. How we approach the Absolute, the same we will get in return. Sloka 43. Tatra tam buddhi samyogam labhade paurvadehikam yatate cha tado bhuya samsiddhau kuru nandana. At that moment, he will be getting the old samskara associated with him, and as a result of the same, for attaining the yoga siddhi, he will be working again for it. When one moves in that manner associated with the way of the Supreme, a time will be reached where the samskara associated with us will get revealed in the self. The samskara is the associations that have been generated within us over time. With our interaction and approaches, the same has evolved. Siddhi is the one which gets acquired through practice. The ultimate goal of our life is not for acquiring these siddhis. For specific capabilities or siddhis to generate within one, there are ways for it. But even if we acquire the siddhis, the same should only be utilized in the manner of the Supreme. Sloka 44. Purvabhyasena tenaiva hriyate hyavasho apisa jignasurapi yogasya shabda brahmadivartate. Even if he does not desire for the same, the yoga prashta, because of the radiance of the practice alone, will be guided towards the yoga sadhana. Even the one who just desires to know the yogam will be going through the Vaidika karmas and will be overcoming the Shabda Brahma. Everyone at one point will be going across this path. There are ways that the Vedas put forward. In actuality, one needs to always move in the way of the Vedanta. The ultimatum of the Veda is the Vedanta. In the Vedanta, what all these Vedas tried to convey will get revealed. All the ways had generated and existed to reach towards that Supreme. That is what will happen if one tries to move in the path of Vedanta. Sloka 45. Prayatnadyatamaanastu yogi samshuddha kilbisha aneka janma samsiddha stado yati param gatim. The one yogi who tries every time will be overcoming the conditions of sins, taking many births. After acquiring the siddhi, later will attain the ultimate state. Each and every time, one's action should be in the manner of reaching towards the Supreme only. When one tries with the notion of reaching towards that Supreme, the sins within one will get subsided, and in place peace will be coming. One will be reaching that ultimate peace only when one realizes the goal of this very life and achieves it. Until we achieve that level of ultimate peace, we are still wandering in search of something in life. The material world has nothing to do with the way that is put forward here. Sloka 46. Tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi jnanibhyopi matodhika karmibhyascha adhiko yogi tasmad yogi bhavarjuna. The yogi is more auspicious than tapasvi. Yogi is superior to the wisdomful or knowledgeable one too. Yogi is superior to the one who does the Vaidika karmas. Hence, O Arjuna, you become that yogi itself. The yogi is always existing in the manner of the greatest. Than a tapasvi, the yogi is superior. The level of the knowledgeable is already present in a yogi. A yogi is beyond that level. When one moves as fast as one can in the material world, there is a limit. Likewise, a limit and restriction is present for everything. But for the yogi, that limit does not exist. If we want to put a limit, then Supreme is the limit existing for a yogi. That yogi is that Supreme itself. Sloka 47. Yoginamapi sarvesham madgatenandaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yo mam same yuktatamo mata. With the mind affirmed in me, with attention, the one who completely devotes to me is the one who has the greatest of dedication, is my thinking. A time will be reached when in everything we view that Supreme. The complete surrender on the path of the Guru will happen. The goal will only shift to the realization of the Self. In hearing, listening, reading, or whatever actions that we do, we see the Supreme. We feel the Supreme in everything. When one does the journey with Guru, all these stages gets revealed. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 7, Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Sloka 1. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Maya Saktamana Partha Yogam Yunjan Madasraya Asamshayam Samagram Mam Yadha Jnasyasi Tachrunu. Shri Bhagavan told, O Partha, you who with the most affirmed mind in me do the surrenderance, and the one who practices the yogam, hear completely and without any doubt how will I be known? One who gets the true knowledge only will get an affirmed mind in Supreme. That source of the true knowledge is Guru. Each and every one of us needs to go through Guru. We will always be going towards Guru with all the wastes that exist within us. When one reaches towards Guru, even that waste becomes pure. Who we actually are will be revealed slowly while doing the journey with Guru. It is not that everything happens within a short time, like a miracle. Everything takes its own time to nourish. We should be so cautious in our actions that we do. The one who moves in search of the Absolute, before him, for sure, that reality will be coming. But even if it comes towards us, if we are still existing in the permanent state of ours, nothing in particular will be happening. No transformation will be happening. Shloka 2. Jnanam teham savijnanam idam vakshyamyasheshata yajnatva neha bhuyo anyat jnatavyamavashishyate. If, after knowing what to be known in this world, nothing exists, the one wisdom which is on the basis of knowledge will be fully told towards you. What is the true knowledge that removes all levels of attachments from within that needs to be understood? Only Guru is the answer to everything. As we know, the one who eliminates the darkness and in place the one who lights up the self is Guru. There might be a lot of avidyas present within us, but when one reaches towards the real Guru, he will see Supreme there. He will feel it. It will resonate in that life. That harmony of the Atman, seeing its pure form, will be happening there. If Bhagavan Shri Krishna is not present, Arjuna is not there. For anyone who has elevated toward that level of realization, a guiding will be there. In whatever state that person is, for each and every individual, Guru is there. As a protector of life, guiding each and every life to its source, Guru always is there with open hands. Shloka 3. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschidyadadi siddhaye yadadamapi siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvada. Out of thousands of men, only one tries to attain siddhi. In those who try for siddhis, only one understands me in the real true manner. Abundance of life exists out here. When the condition of today is being considered, each and everyone needs to win the material world. To acquire worldly pleasures, everyone is running. As Bhagavan says always, out of all the men who try to attain the siddhis or the abilities, only few or one will attain the same. When all that ones are taken, there again only one will realize that Supreme. Even though we say about the path of the Supreme, to reach towards that level of Supreme is tedious. That path is filled with hardships. No one can in an easy manner achieve the same, because not even a trace of attachment should be present there. Not even a condition of pride should be generated there. Only love for Guru should only be present there. Shloka 4. Bhumirapo nalo vayu kammano buddhirevacha ahangara idiyam me bhinna prakritirashtadha. As earth, water, fire, air, space, mind, intellect and pride, the prakriti or nature of mind is divided into 8. The Supreme in itself is of nature as depicted in these sloka. In all that is present here, there exists only the Supreme. That Atman only exists in all these. The nature of the Supreme constitutes the Panchabhuta and mind, intellect and pride. Everything that is present is made of that Panchabhuta. In each and every life that exists, Panchabhuta is there. The world that is seen is made of that Panchabhuta. To see oneself beyond the Panchabhuta takes courage. To realize the truth, that courage should be there within. The body that we are in is made of that Panchabhuta. When the mind, intellect and the pride that I exist comes, the individual comes to the world that is seen. But if the truth of the Atman is not present within, nothing will be working. Hence, the only truth is existing in Atman alone. Shloka 5. Apareyamitastvanyam prakritim vidhi me param jivabhutam mahabaho yayedam daryate jagat. O Mahabaho, this Prakriti of mine is of miserable nature, but the one which is different from this and the one which protects this Jagat, the form of life of mine which is of my own nature. This body and the things that we discussed all include in the Apara Prakriti. What we see and experience is of the nature of Apara. When one moves in the manner of Apara, he will not be reaching towards the Absolute. The Apara is not the way towards the Supreme. All the material world is of Apara in nature. That will only bring attachments. That way will be the most miserable nature. For the one seeking to go in the way of the Supreme, they should move and see the Para Prakriti as the ultimate. That is the form that brings the upliftment of all the beings. In the Para Prakriti, towards inner self, the concentration will be going. It focuses on the inner self and the movements in that manner. If one goes towards the inner self only, the truth of everything gets revealed. Shloka 6. Etadhyonini bhutani sarvani tyupadharayan aham krishnasya jagata prabhava pralayastatha. Know that all the beings are generated from this. Hence, I become the reason for the complete generation and destruction of this Jagat. We cannot find the true knowledge in anything outside. The reality can only be seen in the Para Prakriti. When we get the real understanding or truth of everything, the ignorance within us will be destroyed. In reality, both the Apara and Para nature generate from the Supreme only. The generation and destruction happens in the same place. When the realization gets generated, ignorance will be destroyed. If one needs to go inside of the self, Guru needs to radiate from inside of that individual. For the Guru, the disciple will do anything. For a disciple, the life is nothing to be surrendered before Guru. If one identifies oneself as a body alone, he is still in ignorance. When the condition of true knowledge generates from within, he will not be able to see anything other than Guru, the Supreme. Shloka 7. Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam protam sutre maniganaiva. O Dhananjaya, there is nothing more auspicious than me. Like how the beads in a sutra or string are placed, in a similar manner, everything is tied in me. Each and every life matters. Guru is there for everyone. In whatever situations that we are encountering at present, we should not be complaining about it. It is us who created those situations. For the Supreme, the Guru, only innocent love exists. The love towards every life is existing there. When the truth is identified, we will not be able to distinguish ourselves from that truth. We will be all dissolved in that truth. To realize that level, it is something which happens automatically. We cannot make it happen. For that realization of the Atman to happen within us, it might take seconds, years, births, or even hours and more. It all depends on our own actions. There is no particular way to do the actions. When the true knowledge gets revealed, it is a gradual transformation that happens within the self. It is all the play of Bhagavan. We are just like the beads which are placed in a string. All is attached towards that one. Sloka 8. Raso ahamapsu kaundeya prabhasmi shashi suryayo pranava sarva vedeshu sabdakhe paurusham drashu. O Kaundeya, the essence of water, the elegance of sun and the moon, the pranavam in Vedas, the sound in the space, the paurusha in humans, all are me. What is the ultimate in everything? That itself is the supreme. For one to understand what is that level of ultimate, there too true knowledge is required. The greatest in all is that level of supreme. The greatest in all is that level of supreme. The highest attainable in all is the supreme. It is beyond the limits and restrictions. One needs to devote oneself completely to at least understand that level. No example can be equated to this truth. It is not something which happens all of a sudden. Even if one is tagged wrong in the manner of the material world, when the path of the Supreme is considered, that one will be the most correct one. Hence, when the material world is considered, all these conflicts might arise. But for the one seeking for truth, this distinction is not a concern at all. There he attaches supremely. Sloka 9. Punyo gandha prithivyam cha tejaschasmi vibhavasau jivanam sarva bhuteshu tapaschasmi tapasvishu. The virtuous order in the world and the tejas or radiance of the fire is also me. The life of all the beings as well as the tapas of the tapasvis is also me. As a continuation of what has been explained in the last sloka, this too comes. The supreme level in everything that is visible is explained here. When all the Gandha being considered, the virtuous is supreme, the Guru. Of all the lives, everything is that supreme itself. And for the tapasvis, tapas itself is the supreme. When one sees the highest of the values in the supreme, one tries to attain the same with any means. Further discussion on the same will be continued.